had a goal along with Jaden Floor yesterday. Jaden Floor, as you look for his stats, he's got up to 3 goals, and Rafe Briggs now up to 3 goals here on the season. So those are the 4 goal scorers for the Capitals last night. Spencer Wadeen had the last 2 to tie it up at 4-4 before the Lakers end up making it 6-4 with that win. Capitals and Rangers here from the Larson Ice Center. John Winkler here with you on this Sunday afternoon. Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com as they look for win number 3 to do the Capitals. Rangers are looking to get back in the win column, go to 6-1. Both teams are looking to get back in the win column as they both fell yesterday afternoon. We'll step aside one more time. We'll come back and we'll have starting lineups and a puck drop for you. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey, Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. Just about set. The Capitals taking the ice now as the Capitals and Rangers coming to you live from the Larson Ice Center. Looking for win number 3 of the Capitals, win number 6 for the Rangers as they were the number 1 team heading into the weekend and now falling back to that number 2 spot, mainly just because of the amount of games that Sioux Falls 1 has played so far this season. Spencer Wadeen moves into a forward position. Cole Nelson, who is back in the lineup, he will go back to defense, and that's the reason why is because of how well the neutral zone is for the Brookings Rangers, and Coach Steele wants to get Wadeen a little bit moving forward and won't be able to take it coast to coast as he does with a lot of other teams. Maybe Sioux Falls would be the only other team that he wouldn't be able to do that with, as want him to be forward to get in the neutral zone, get a puck on his stick, and then he can take off from there. because it's going to be a lot of dump and chase from the Rangers and a lot of breaking up passes in the neutral zone. So that's going to be the most difficult part, and that's where the game's going to be won, in between the two blue lines here for the Capitals. If they get a win here this afternoon, it's going to be between the blue lines, as Brookings usually wins their games between the blue lines. So that's the biggest thing for this game. The Rangers, as they head to the ice, as we will see Cade Brecher in net for the Brookings Rangers as they head out on the ice. So the Capitals and the Rangers, as the time winds down, we'll send it over across the way for the starting lineups here in momentarily. Again, you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey, Capital City Rock, and CapitalCityRock.com. John Wickler on the broadcast on this Sunday afternoon. Both teams losing yesterday. Sioux Falls over Brookings, Watertown over Oahe. As the Rangers wearing their home white jerseys, Capitals wearing their road black jerseys here this afternoon. We send things over across the lane for the starting lineups between the Rangers and the Capitals.
Your Brookings Rangers. At this time, let's recognize the starters for each squad, starting with the visitors from Oahe. Starting at goal, number 37, Kieran Duffy. And one forward, number 10, Elliot Leaf. And another forward, number 11, Spencer Woody. On defense, number 44, Christopher Schultz. Also on defense, number 50, Clay Kamba. And the rest of the Oahe Capitals. And now for your Brookings Rangers, starting at 1, junior Ranger, it's Sutton Jensen. Sutton is a 4-year-old. He's the son of Josh and Robin Jensen. He's got a wife, his brother's name is Tegan, and a sister named Delaney. He is a preschooler at First Lutheran Preschool. His favorite team are the Minnesota Golden Gophers. His favorite player is Alex Ovechkin, and his favorite thing about hockey is everything. Ladies and gentlemen, Sutton Jensen. Today's second junior Ranger, it's Bennett Horncomb. Bennett is a 4-year-old first grader. He's the son of Tony and Molly Horncomb. He's got a set of sisters named Connor and Collins. He's a preschooler at Peace Lutheran Preschool. His favorite team is the Pittsburgh Penguins. His favorite player is Jamison Horncomb. And his favorite thing about hockey is skating. Ladies and gentlemen, Bennett Horncomb. This afternoon's third junior Ranger, it's Evan Brown. Evan is a 5-year-old with his first year of hockey. His parents are Jessa and Becca Rounds. He has one brother named Owen. He's a junior kindergartner at First Lutheran. His favorite team is the Brookings Rangers. His favorite player is number 34, his big brother Owen. His favorite thing about hockey is skating super fast when they play Sharks and Minnows. Ladies and gentlemen, today's third junior Rangers, let's hear it for Evan Brown. And now for your Brookings Rangers, starting in goal, wearing sweater number 30, Cade Brecher. And one forward, it's number 20, Talon Richter. And the forward, number 21, Brett Kershaw. On defense, wearing sweater number
Capitals, if you were counting on your fingers, there's only 4 of them that were announced. Rafe Briggs, the other starter for the Oahe Capitals. So it's Briggs, Life, and Wadeen up in the forwards position. Clay Ambach and Chris Schultz, the 2 defensemen, with Kieran Duffy in net. For the Brookings Rangers, Kate Brecker is the goaltender, the freshman, along with Talon Richter, is Barrick Hershoff and Carter Merritt, the 3 forwards, and then Alec Rice and Charles Marshall, the 2 defensemen, to start out for the Brookings Rangers. Capitals will go from right to left on your radio dial. The Rangers go from left to right. The penalty boxes are on the other end for the bench, so we'll see that come into play, potentially come into play here this afternoon on a penalty that expires and maybe have to get down the ice to play defense if the puck's not in the neutral zone. So we'll see if that comes in play at all. There was a breakaway in the JV game out of a penalty, so we'll see if that works or not. Wadeen, along with Merritt, opening face-off. 17 minutes are on the clock. And we are underway here this afternoon from the Larson Ice Center. The Rangers won the face-off, but Wadeen takes it away. Here is Special Wadeen in the offensive zone. Pass, shoot, score! Elliott Life! 5 seconds in, and the Capitals lead 1-0. It didn't take long. Elliott Life makes a 1-0 pass from Spencer Wadeen. 16:51 is on the clock. Life, with his 5th goal, gets it from Wadeen. Face off, won by the Capitals. They'll dump it in. Here is Life again. A pass that got to Briggs and the shot got blocked. And now here comes the Rangers the other way. 2-on-2 into the offensive zone. It is Logan Burton that got it into the offensive zone. Couldn't get a shot away in front of Duffy. And now the Capitals will break out of the neutral zone. Here's Wadeen, the captain of the Oahe Capitals. Elliott Life, his shot. That one goes off the outside of the goalpost. And Wadeen will chip it back in behind the net. And the Rangers will get possession. Maxwell Jeldon, number 1 goal scorer on the Brookings Rangers. He got it into the neutral zone. The Rangers brought it back into their own defensive end. And then back out. Here's the center ice. Again, dumped back in, and the Capitals will go after it. That's Isaac Pollock that dumped it in. Over on the near side corner. The Rangers try to chip it away, goes off the referee, and then off the boards and out by Ashton Whitty. In their own zone, the Capitals will get it right back out off the stick of Caden Davis, tipped in and chasing after it. It'll come for Jaden Floor on the far side. Floor trying to get to the front of the net. Davis was standing there all by himself, but the pass got intercepted, and it comes back to Cole Nelson in the neutral zone. Davis backhands it in, picked right off by the Rangers, and they'll clear the zone and look to their first attack. Just 1 shot on goal so far here in the first minute and a half, and it came by Elliott Life. They went to the back of the net. Here on the near side is Ike Johnson that pushes it deep for the Rangers. Pushing around Caden Kurtenbach. Again on that near side corner. Cole Nelson will come away with it behind the net. Off the boards, does not get out of the zone. Held it at the blue line. But the pass got blocked. And now Andy Gordon will bring it in for the Capitals. Knocked off his stick. Adam Ankrum towards the front of the net. Looking for a body in front. Missed everybody. Clay Ambach pushed it towards the net. Fanned on it. And it'll come back to the center ice. Dumped back in. Duffy will come out of his net to play it. Again, he left the game yesterday with a hip injury. 5 minutes left in the game. Comes out of the net to play that and doesn't show any kind of signs of being hurt. Maybe a little sore, as Coach Steele talked about. It was dumped back in by the Capitals. Be wrapped around the boards and back out, but held in by Elliott Life, the goal scorer. Goes off the back of the cage and comes out towards the front, but controlled by the Rangers. And a pass gets intercepted by Wadeen as he goes for a skate into his own zone. At the blue line, a pass to the other blue line on the left side of your dial. Life tipped it into the offensive zone, but again, the Rangers are right there to continue to push it right back out. 3 minutes gone by here in the first period. 1-0 lead for the Oahe Capitals on Elliott Life's goal 9 seconds into the game. The only shot that's been registered on net so far for either team. Clay Ambach will hold it in on the far side. He tried to dump it across ice, and it got picked off. And then Barrick Hershoff will try to get it deep. but got knocked down by Chris Schultz. The Rangers from their own end. Another pass goes right to Schultz for the Capitals. And now here is Elliott Life again. He'll get it back out. Wadeen with a shot. That one got blocked by a stick, and it goes up into the netting and out of play. And we get a whistle with 13:26 left here in the first period. One shot so far on goal for either side. 9 seconds in. Wadeen got it to the behind the red line, behind the goal, right out in front. And Elliott Life was the only player from either side that was standing right in front of the net. And he put it behind the glove side of Brecker. The Rangers will get it in the offensive end. Cole Nelson will chip it back out, and here comes Jaden Floor, 3-on-2 for the Capitals if they hurry. Floor, pass towards the front of the net, and a good defensive play there by the Rangers as they'll get it right back out of the zone, and they'll go the other way with it. Ashton Whitty. Here's in the offensive end. He'll wait for a little bit of help. Jeldon comes to the front of the net, shoots and rings it off the pipe. Off the right side of the pipe, beat Duffy glove side, but it hits the goalpost. Maxwell Jeldon looking for goal number 9 on the season. Jeldon, his pass on the back end off the shin pads of Floor. In the neutral zone, pushed in by the Capitals, and the Rangers are right there. Alec Rice will take it across. Excuse me, that's Jameson Hancock. I got outside their own defensive end, but he got pushed right back in by Andrew Axel. Cole Nelson will wind up with a shot. That one gets blocked. The man for the Rangers got hurt blocking that shot. That was Nick Jonas, and he'll go off for a quick change. So the Capitals have a little bit of a 5-on-4, but they're going to make a change in the offensive end as well. And now we get a delayed penalty. It's going to be on the Rangers with 12:13 left to go, and we're going to have our first penalty in the first power play. No, it's going to be on the Capitals. It's Cole Nelson that's going to get the penalty. It's a 2-minute slash, I believe, what the referee put up there. So it looked like maybe the Capitals were going to get the power play, but a slashing call is against Cole Nelson. The first power play opportunity for the Rangers. 12:10 left to go here in the first period. Eric Kershaw will carry the offensive end of the right circle. He shoots and he scores. The first shot on goal for the Rangers goes in. 7 seconds into the power play. And Kershaw makes it 1-1, his second goal of the season. 12:05 left to go. And we're squaring at one. Both goalies have been beaten on their only shot against them so far this game. 12:05 left to go. You don't see that very often where there's a bunch of ones on the scoreboard. One shot for the Capitals, one shot for the Rangers. Kershaw throws a shot that goes high over Duffy. Carter Merritt. Hancock and Rice with the 2 assists on the power play. Andy Gordon with a shot. That's off the glove of Brecker. So that's the first save for either goalie here, and we come 6.5 minutes or 5.5 minutes into the game before we get a save made by the goalie. That goes off the glass. It didn't go out of play. Bounced in front of the net. It was cleared away by the Rangers. Andy Gordon will go after it for the Capitals. He'll come away with it. As he got to the face-off dot, his shot got blocked away, but held in by Clay Ombach. Capitals will make a change, and it'll be played by Ike Johnson. Johnson out to his defensive partner, and then momentarily goes out, but the Capitals push it right back in. So far, the neutral zone battle has been won by the Capitals as they've been able to dump and chase a lot here early on in this tied hockey game. Pass attempt gets blocked down by Wadeen behind the net. It'll come right back out to Ashton Whitty. Held in, a shot that gets redirected by Wadeen, and a good save and net by Brecker. He had to be on his game on that one, off the pads, as I got changed directions in a big way right in front of Brecker. As Rafe Briggs in the corner, he gets pushed up into the boards, and then the puck goes up into the netting and out of play. 10:22 left to go here in the first period. 3 shots for the Capitals now, just 1 so far for the Rangers. Both teams have scored on their first shot attempts. We're tied up at 1. Elliott Life and Breck Hersher are the 2 goal scorers. Face-off won by the Rangers. 2-on-2. They're in the offensive zone. Caden Kurtenbach, as he couldn't get it deep in the zone. And here comes Rafe Briggs. He's got Wadeen with him behind him. Briggs with a shot that gets partially blocked. It goes low the ice, and a pad save made by Brecker. No cover for the whistle. 10:04 left here in the first period. Wadeen in that offensive position on the forward here today instead of his usual defensive position. Nelson, who has been a forward, he moves back to a defensive slot along with Chris Schultz, especially for this face-off. The Rangers will get out of the zone after the face-off win, although Chris Schultz was right there to push it right back in the offensive end, and pass gets intercepted by Caden Davis. Couldn't corral it onto his stick. Still loose in front of the high slot. Here comes a backhand shot attempt from Isaac Pollock, and that was a good save made by Brecker. And then Davis goes flying into the net, and Brecker's mask comes off. The net goes off its moorings, and we get a whistle. 9:45 left to go here in the first period. The face-off is going to come out to the neutral zone. No penalty was called. I believe they will rule that a little bit of more of intentional to get into the neutral zone. Rangers win the face-off. Schultz at his own blue line. Tries 2 times to get out of his own end, but he cannot. Now here's a partial break. Shot save made by Duffy. Logan Burtnam had the best chance, their second best chance. The first one was a goal from Hershoff. Still in the offensive end for the Rangers. Trying to throw one towards the net. That one got blocked down. It is Maxwell Jeldon. Another shot gets blocked away. The pass will come back to Jeldon in the offensive zone in the near side corner. Jeldon, he lost the puck, waiting for his teammate to take it. And it'll come back over for Schultz for the Capitals to clear it out into the neutral zone. It is Alec Rice. He'll get a pass back from his defensive partner. And off of a stick of Jeldon and back into the offensive, or the zone for the Capitals before Schultz clears it away. Back in the center ice, Rice. Pass for Hershoff, the goal scorer. Duffy's made just 1 save in net. Brecker with 4. 5-2 advantage for the Capitals. Off of a stick by Jamison Hancock. He'll chase after it. He'll get to it before Andrew Axtall was able to get there. He'll throw it around the boards here on the near side. Trying to get it out of the zone. And Clay Ombach, he gets chopped down. No call made. And it'll be off to the far side. Off the boards, out of the zone. Ombach was trying to get to a check, and now here comes Hershoff back in. On his off wing. He'll step around 2 different Capitals players. Couldn't get a shot away as he got checked off by Kai and Paul. Far side corner. Rangers will control, but sticked away. And Ombach will get it out and chase after it. Excuse me, that's Elliott Life. They'll start to chase after it. Rangers will take over in their own end. Pass gets intercepted by Wadeen. Still onside. His shot whistles wide. Trying to go far side on Brecker. And it'll go all the way back down behind the net for the Capitals. And Kai and Paul will take it, throw it down the middle of the ice. Looking for Wadeen. He tried to dive for it to get a stick on it. Did not, and it came for the Rangers. Elliott Life able to keep it in the offensive end. Rafe Briggs chasing after it. Wrapped around the near side. And Wadeen on the back end. We'll play it farther deep. 7:10 left to go here in the first period. 1-1 is our score. Both teams scored on their first shot attempts. Wadeen from the point, his shot whistles wide. Might have got blocked in front. Another chance that will go over the top of the net, stays in play as he goes to the near side corner. And then a chop at it by the Rangers trying to get out of the zone, but Clay Ombach will keep it in. Ike Johnson for the Rangers. Goes off the boards. Off of a stick and out of the zone, but thrown right back in by the Capitals. A lot of dump and chase here for the Capitals here in the first period. What the Rangers like to do, but it's been all Oahe. Here's a pass, one-on-one for Maxwell Jeldon. Jeldon, he'll try to get a pass over on a late man coming in off the stick of Life. A turnaround shot, an easy save made from Duffy by Burtnam. He was just trying to put anything on net. Charles Marshall will dump it in. Chris Schultz will chop to get it, try to clear it out of the zone, but held in by the Rangers. It's Callan Richter. Richter plays it behind the net. Good move there from Clay Ombach to keep it away from the Rangers, but now he'll turn it over. Him and Polak met each other. And a little friendly fire before the puck gets off to the side, and Duffy will cover and get a whistle with 5:54 left to go in the first period. 5 shots for the Capitals, 3 so far for the Rangers. We're playing a 1-1 tie. Jameson Honkop will wait. His shot gets blocked in front. 4 different guys in front of the net. Chris Schultz on the back end, couldn't get it out. Skate save by Honkop to keep it in the zone. And then a good back check by Isaac Polak, and now they got a 2-on-1. Him and Caden Davis. Polak with the backhand trying to get it over for Davis, but got it too high up off the ice, so Davis had no chance for it. It'll come back to Polak. He'll leave it for Davis. The shot goes behind the net as it went wide to the right of Brecker. 5:18 left to go here in this first period. Wes Koenig, he's got it for the Rangers as they make changes. He'll dump it in. He'll go off for a change himself. Kyan Paul will play it after it's teed up by Duffy. And he'll come out of the zone after he got off the dasher boards and around. And now here comes Adam Ankrum in the zone. His shot gets blocked out. Come back to Ankrum. His turnaround shot and a good pad save by Brecker. Here on the far side. Again, the Rangers trying to get it out of the zone. They will finally get it out as Ashton Grease will take over for the Capitals at the red line. Pass from Alec Rice. Got off the stick of Kurtenbach. There was no icing called. And then Schultz couldn't get it out. Cole Nelson. Excuse me, that was Kyan Paul that couldn't get it out. Nelson gets tangled up. It'll come for Ashton Grease. His pass goes off the back end of Turner Star. And now it'll be lobbed out with the backhand. It goes all the way down for an icing. And it'll stop play with 4:14 left to go here in the first period. 6 shots for the Capitals, 3 so far here for the Rangers. 4:14 left in the first period. And we are tied 1-1. Face off to the left, to the right of Duffy. Won by the Rangers. Ombach was able to push man off of this puck, but it'll come back for Ashton Whitty. And here is Whitty. He'll turn circles on the near side corner. As he got around Kyan Paul. Pass back to the point. Shot gets blocked down. And now here's Ray Briggs trying to spring free for Spencer Wadeen. Here comes Wadeen to his backhand, but he couldn't get the shot away. And we will have a penalty coming up. Ray Briggs, and we will end up having the penalty called. Now we're going to have a penalty shot. As a trip is called, but the Capitals end up getting possession, and maybe the net came off of its moorings. But the Capitals still have possession, so the play shouldn't have stopped as of yet. So the Capitals, though, will get their first power play. No penalty shot will be awarded. The call is going to go against Trenton Peterson for a trip. Shot off the face-off one by the Capitals. That one goes wide. Clay Ombach will keep it in the zone. He'll tee up a shot. That one will go wide to the stick side of Brecker. Now here's Wadeen. He'll fake the shot. Now get into the slot, trying to find one over for life. Unable to connect with him, and the Rangers clear it down. 25 seconds into the first power play here for the Hawaiian Capitals. Trenton Peterson gets called for the trip. At the blue line, Capitals are trying to get it in. Life waited too long. Briggs got offside, had to tag back up before Life could carry it in, and now dumped in by Clay Ombach. Caden Davis will with a check to try and keep it in the zone. Here on the near side, play for Briggs. Davis back to the point. Wadeen, he'll keep it in the zone as he'll throw it behind the net. It'll come back to the blue line, and Ombach can hold it in. It'll go all the way back down for Duffy as it goes underneath his stick in between his skates. And Wadeen will take it. Minute gone by in the power play. Off the skates of Briggs. Davis couldn't get over to it. Now Wadeen, he tried to turn around the pass and he fanned on it. Ombach skates past the puck. And it'll be thrown back around by Carter Merritt. Trying to attack shorthanded, comes out in front. Merritt with a shot and a save made right on in front of Duffy. And a chance, a golden opportunity for a shorthanded goal. That one will go all the way out of play as that one got off the stick of life and goes into the netting and out of play. Boy, Carter Merritt was on the doorstep, standing in front of Duffy. He was actually standing in front of Duffy with that shot attempt, and Duffy was able to make that pad save and keep it 1-1. Merritt probably might have rushed the shot a little bit because, well, you're shorthanded, so you don't think you're ever going to get an opportunity like that. And then when you're standing in front of the goal, you're thinking that somebody's going to be there quickly. But he was able still to get a high-quality shot, and Duffy made a better save to keep it 1-1. Still with 12 seconds on the power play. Off the boards. He'll come into the offensive end. Andy Gordon will chase after it. Pass gets knocked down. Ankrum with a shot that gets blocked. Now Maxwell Jeldon, he'll carry it into the center ice. And good stick by Cole Nelson as the penalty expires by Peterson. Isaac Pollock, he'll dump it in the offensive end as he tried to chase after it. 1:35 left to go here in the first period. And now here's a 3-on-1 for the Rangers. A pass for Jeldon, comes right back, and another chance, looking for a tic-tac goal, and it goes just past the stick of Burtnam as he had that opportunity on the doorstep, had a yawning cage, and the puck didn't meet a stick. Jeldon behind the net. Back for Johnson. His shot, that's going to go well wide, missed it by a couple of feet. Off the skates of Trenton Peterson as he was able to kick it deep for the Rangers. Johnson will keep it in. Final minute here in the first period in Brookings. Nelson along the boards, puck's on its edge. The Capitals are able to get in the offensive end. Elliott Life trying to get around his man, but it went off the stick, and a good play made by Ike Johnson. Rangers to center ice. Wes Koenig gets checked into the boards. They'll come back for Jeldon trying to get in front of the net. Unable to. Actually, excuse me, that was Bortnam again. And we'll get a whistle. 28.5 left to go here in the first period. 1-1 is our score. Face-off will be to the right of Kieran Duffy. 6 shots for the Caps, 4 for the Rangers. A 1-1 tie. Face-off won by the Rangers. Pass across for Rice. They'll come to the near side and played by Carter Merritt. Merritt back to the point. Shot, that one goes wide. Marshall looking for maybe a tip. Didn't get it. And it'll come out to center ice. 10 seconds left to go here in the first period. Briggs, they'll leave it for Wadeen. Wadeen with 2 guys checking him. Flipped up. It'll come out with 1 second to go, and time will run out. It would have been a 2-on-1 for the Rangers, but time expires as we have a 1-1 tie here at the end of the first period. 6 shots for the Capitals, 4 for the Rangers. And Coach Steve Steele, when he talked about it in the pregame interview, he said there's going to be limited shots in this game, and just 10 combined here in the first period, with the Capitals having a 6-4 advantage over the Brookings Rangers, but we are tied at 1 apiece. Elliott Life got the first goal 9 seconds in, and then a power play goal 7 seconds into the power play by Hershoff. And that is where we stand here at the end of the first period. Back with the first intermission report. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
Great health care starts near home with Brookings Health System. Not only do local physicians and care providers offer the convenience of care close to home, saving you time and money, you'll also receive high-quality care from Brookings Hospital, rated in the top 20 nationwide for community hospitals. Great health care starts near home. Brookings Health System. Great health care starts near home with Brookings Health System. Not only do local physicians and care providers offer the convenience of care close to home, saving you time and money, you'll also receive high-quality care from Brookings Hospital, rated in the top 20 nationwide for community hospitals. Great health care starts near home. Brookings Health System.
another game. So last night, if you were listening during the intermission, of course, Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd were gracious enough to make that call. The Sioux Center Storm beat Huron 11-8 in that game in Sioux Center yesterday. Kenyon Brown had 5 goals for the Sioux Center Storm to beat the Huron All-Stars 11-8. And that's kind of the parity that we see, that Huron could easily go back and then beat Sioux Center Storm. Sioux Center's looked very good on their power play opportunities that they've gotten. They have a really good power play. They returned a lot from last year's team, and there's not a whole lot of separation. So you want to take advantage when you can. You want to win the games in hand. You want to beat your opponent. Obviously, you want to win every game, but there's not a lot of room for error to find yourself at the top of the standings because of how good and close everybody is in terms of being competitive this year in the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association at the varsity level. Falls this year, we'll have all the Hawaii Capitals games on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. So last couple of years, every game had been broadcasted, but as far as I know, as far as we will continue to assume that it'll be just the Capitals games. And of course, for you Capitals fans, it's no different than has been in years past. We'll have all those games for you, all the Capitals games in the state tournament right here on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. And it's 6-4 in shots, 1-1 in the game between the Hawaii Capitals and the Brookings Rangers as we get closer to the second period. We'll take one more break. We will have the second period puck drop for you after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. As both teams head back out on the ice, we're set for the second period. between the Oahe Capitals and the Brookings Rangers. John Winkler here with you on this Sunday afternoon. Capitals are going from left to right, and now the Rangers from right to left. 17 minutes are back up on the clock. Teams are at even strength. As we will see that top line out for the Capitals, those same guys that started the game for the Capitals, same guys that started, well, actually not the same guys that started for the Brookings Rangers. As we are underway here in the second period, a high backhanded flip. Rafe Briggs is able to knock it down at his stick. The stick handling that Rafe Briggs has. Everybody is always impressed with how well he can handle the stick and the puck on the stick. Elliott Life towards that slot, couldn't get it controlled on his stick, and it'll come around to the near side. And the Capitals will try and keep it in the offensive end, but it'll come out, and Chris Schultz here will get a pass across ice behind Rafe Briggs. And now the Rangers will clear it out. And it'll come all the way down. I believe actually gone off a body on the bench for the Rangers. And we get a whistle with 16:24 left to go here in the second period. Again, 6 shots for the Capitals in the first period, 4 for the Brookings Rangers. Face-off will be at center ice. On that B logo for the Brookings Rangers. Face-off was dropped and won by the Rangers. Bounced a couple of times before anybody got a stick on it. Jamison Honkop, a pass intercepted. Briggs with a shot gets blocked down, and it'll be right in front of Brecker to cover up with the glove for a whistle. They're going to give Briggs a shot, but truly didn't go off of Brecker. It got blocked by Honkop. And the face-off to the right of Brecker. Won by the Capitals, but they clear it down out of their own end. It'll come back, knocked down by the Rangers. And here's Ashton Whitty. His pass. It'll come for Jeldon. Right-handed shot, shoot, and a glove save made by Duffy. And we get a whistle. 15:58 left here in this second period. Any kind of ailments on that hip? So far, not showing it. He's looked good so far in net for the Oahe Capitals. Face off to the right of Duffy. Won by the Rangers. That is Whitty on the near side boards. Comes out towards the front to the backhand. Jeldon looking for a pass in front, and it goes away from his stick. It'll come all the way down, and Jamison Honkop will play for the Rangers. Here is Maxwell Jeldon pass here on the near side, and Ashton Whitty will carry in the offensive end. They'll wait and give for Jeldon, trying to spring him towards the boards in the corner. Whitty comes in front. He got it from the backhand to the forehand. A shot goes off the chest of Duffy and over the far side. Behind the net, Ryan Paul will tie up his man. Jeldon came to support. Wrapped around the boards, but not out. Homkamp, his pass, and Davis with a stick on that pass. Intended for Ike Johnson. And it goes out back into the Brookings end. That pass comes in front. Jaden Floor got a stick on the shot from Davis and ended up knocking it down instead of redirecting it to the net. And now 1-on-2 the other way. Jeldon with a shot off the glove and a rebound and another turnaround shot and a save made by Duffy. Left that juicy rebound, but Jeldon might have been a little bit too far towards behind the net to get a quality shot to try and put it in, but Duffy got over there anyway to make the play. In the far side corner, Cole Nelson trying to flip one out of the zone. Got blocked down. It'll stay in the offensive zone for the Rangers. Wrapped around to the far side. First man to it's going to be Carter Merritt for the Rangers. They'll push it into the far side corner. That is Isaac Schulte, or excuse me, Carter Schopp. Trying to get it to the high slot. A shot goes wide to the stick side of Duffy and cleared down by the Capitals. All the way down on net, so no icing will be called. Pass off the boards. Charles Marshall will try and get it up. Gordon got a stick on it, but he couldn't keep it in the offensive end. Jeldon will walk it back in to the Brookings end of the ice. And at the blue line, will be a pass out, and Ashton Whitty goes off his stick. He'll bring it in. Nice job by Kai and Paul to disrupt Ashton Whitty, steal away from him. Off the stick of Duffy. He gets turned around trying to get one more play at it, but then his stick got caught in the net. So he had to get back and hustle back in front of the net before the Rangers could get over to it. But it comes down the other way anyway. And now Maxwell Jeldon again. Boy, it seems like he's been on the ice for the last 4.5 minutes since we started this second period. Spencer Wadeen goes off the boards to himself, and he'll come out of into the neutral zone and into the offensive end all by himself. He'll go around. He'll stop, lost an edge. He goes into the boards, trying to get a backhand in front of the net. Nobody was there except for the Rangers and Clay Ombach fans on one on the near side boards. Out to the Capitals blue line. Across, Briggs will tip it in the offensive end. Ike Johnson will chase after it. He gets pushed down by Briggs from behind. No call made. Jameson Honkamp, that's Alec Rice with a check on Elliott Life. And now here come the Rangers again, but a pass intercepted, and Spencer Wadeen will carry it in. Wadeen will toe drag to the backhand. Comes out towards that goal post, and Brecker, who was covering that post, and it hit on the outside of the post, and he was able to put the glove on top of it. And we get a whistle with 12:38 left here in the second period. 9 shots for the Capitals now, 8 so far for the Rangers, as they're out shooting the Caps 4-3 here in this second period. Trent Peterson will get on the ice a little late for Brookings. He'll come away after the faceoff was won by the Rangers, and they'll allow Wes Caney to take it from him. And Caney with a left-handed shot will throw one towards the net, sticked away by Duffy into the far side corner. Clay Ombach wraps it around the boards. It'll come out. Turner Starr trying to chase after it. Couldn't win that race over to it, but it'll come all the way down. And before it got to a chance for it being icing, Jameson Honkamp was able to get to it. Honkamp will run over Andrew Axtell. Comes out in front. Turner Starr, he ends up in the back of the net, but the puck goes off to the side of the near side boards, and he'll have to come back to tag up before the Capitals can attack. Ashton Grease along with Andrew Axtell and Turner Starr out there, those 4 forwards. Clay Ombach upends at Turner Starr. So a chance for a 2-on-1 here. A shot off the blocker of Duffy. And a good job to get that rebound. A little bit of a juicy rebound, but nobody was around for the Rangers to try and capitalize on the save from Duffy. There's a pass towards the slot. Honkamp trying to get a one-timer. He fans on it. A good stick in front by the Capitals. And it'll be on the near side blue line that was held in by the Rangers. 11:25 to go. Behind the net, Clay Ombach will chase after it. He'll be the first one there. On the reverse check on Caden Kurtenbach. We'll get it to the near side corner, and the Rangers are still there. Capitals are hemmed in right now. That one goes off the glass, high off the glass, almost came right out of play. And it'll go all the way down for an icing. 11:05 left to go here in the first period. Well, that was a little bit of a whistler that was coming towards that glass, and it just barely stayed in. But it goes down for an icing and a whistle with 11:05 left here in the second period. Face off to the right of Duffy. Won by the Capitals. Nelson will flip it high, and it ends up going off of the railing of the ceiling, and it'll be another whistle with 11 minutes to go. A little low-hanging ceiling. We've seen a couple times those banners at the Expo Center will come into play every once in a while. Get that play to get stopped. And so now Andy Gordon will be tossed out of the defensive zone draw, and the Rangers will win it. They'll push it behind the net. Ryan Paul there first for the Capitals. Wrapped around by Jeldon off the skate of Paul. And it'll be cleared out by Oahe. 10:43 left to go in the second period. At the blue line, held in by the Capitals. Charles Marshall go to skate behind his own net. To the far side, underneath the stick of Paul, so it comes out to the neutral zone. Ryan Wadeen, he fans on the dumping attempt, but he's able still to push it in the offensive zone anyway. Adam Ankrum wraps it around. He's going to have to chase after it himself. He almost got to it first. And now Maxwell Jeldon, here comes a 3-on-2 for the Rangers. A shot low to the ice, sticked away by Duffy. They'll go behind the nets, over to the far side. Shot gets blocked, trying to do a little wraparound. Duffy was able to get over to the other side, and I believe the Capitals are going to get called for a penalty, and there's going to be a power play upcoming. Kyan Paul gets called for an interference. They end up pushing Logan Bortnam into the net. Knocked it off its moorings, and Paul will have to go serve a 2-minute minor. Rangers, their first power play only lasted 7 seconds. So here with 10:01 left to go in the second period, the Capitals will look for their first kill here this afternoon. to the left of Duffy. Won by the Capitals in their own end. Nelson's able to wrap it around the boards and it goes all the way down as they clear it out of the own end. Comes in front. Brecker almost misplayed it. But on the power play, didn't have to worry about too much. Wadeen right now, he's playing defense along with Cole Nelson. Wadeen will wait, and they'll throw it down. It's going to come on net, went off of a couple gloves, and now flipped up and out of the zone by Brecker. Davis trying to hound as the blue line stayed in the zone. Everybody's on side here. It'll be Talon Richter. Richter behind the net, come back to Richter here on the near side. Richter with a shot, save made by Duffy, rebounds loose in front, push into the corner by Wadeen. He'll get a reverse hit, and he'll take the puck, and he's going to try and get a spring Davis for a shorthanded chance. That one goes in the skates of Brecker, and then a penalty is going to be called on the Rangers. Honkoff's going to go over and talk to Davis, and Davis went down somewhat easy, but Honkoff, he might get a penalty too. It might be a 4-on-3 power play upcoming. And Elliott Life's going to be careful because he might get a penalty too, because Honkoff's going to get probably a sportsmanlike penalty. And so it's going to be 4-on-3. The first penalty is going to come with a roughing penalty after the whistle because Davis got checked into the boards. First penalty is on Ike Johnson. Sportsmanlike. 9:03 left. So a roughing penalty is called, and it might just be a 10-minute penalty on Honkoff. So he might just have to sit in the penalty box. It'll still be 4-on-4. Well, they are going to put the other penalty up there. So it's going to be 4-on-3 for 1 minute and 2 seconds. And it's going to be 5-on-3 for the Capitals, unless they do score at any point. So the Capitals will have a chance here. A big chance to break the 1-1 tie. Face-off won by the Capitals. Ambach with a shot, glove down by Brecker. They'll come back for Wadeen. Now here's Ambach, a lot of open ice here. Shot gets blocked at the blue line. Ambach will keep it in the zone. They'll go across ice for Elliott Life. Pass back for Ambach. 4-on-3 that we play. Briggs off the skates. They'll come back for Briggs, now for Ambach again. Wadeen at the point. They shoot one straight away. That one goes wide, and the Rangers will clear it down. 25 seconds left on the penalty to Kyan Paul. He'll come out of the penalty box. We'll see if he'll skate all the way across the ice to get another man on, or if he'll stay with the power play unit. It'll be 5-on-3 for 58 seconds. Wadeen, he'll carry it all the way in. Got off the stick, and then Ambach will glove one down on a clearing attempt. Briggs with a shot, that gets blocked and goes wide to the near side. Wadeen trying to fight one through. He'll keep it in the zone. Ambach is now 5-on-3. There's a shot that goes wide. Elliott Life. Keaton Davis will step on for the power play. There's a shot on a one-timer that's going to get caught into the chest of Brecker. And we have 7:52 left here in the second period. A little bit more pushing and shoving. Cooler heads will prevail here as there's 50 seconds left on the penalties to Johnson and Honkoff. Face-off will be to the left of Brecker. Won by the Rangers, but stayed in the zone. Wadeen will have it. He'll go across ice for Ambach. He'll skate to the high slot. He shoots. He scores. And Ambach makes it 2-1. And there's 42 seconds left on the power play for the Capitals. Clay Ambach with his 4th goal of the season. And it is now 2-1 in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. Both teams have scored on the power play now. Still 44 seconds though. Ambach, Wadeen will get the assist. And there's still plenty of time for the Capitals to get one more here on the power play. In the offensive zone already, Briggs. He'll stick handle. He'll give it for Elliott Life. 35 left on the power play. It is Spencer Wadeen now with it. His shot. That one is friendly fire as it goes off of Briggs. Wadeen will get it around his own blue line. And with 20 seconds left on the power play, the Capitals will bring it back in. Although the Rangers will get it. They'll get it to the neutral zone and right at the red line at center ice. Ambach will dump it in and chase after it. Elliott Life will send a man into the boards. 6 seconds left on the power play. Davis. Power play is going to expire. Wadeen from the point. His shot gets blocked out. Back to 5 aside here. Wadeen, he'll push it farther down. He'll go off for a change. That power play unit's going to come off here pretty soon. They've been on the ice for a long, long time. Jeldon, 2-1 score. Capitals lead. Jeldon will try and tie it up here. He'll come to the front of the net. With a backhand, lost it. His shot goes high over the net. He had a yawning cage again and couldn't finish. And it's still 2-1. 6:35 left here in the second period. Jeldon with the spin move around. Gets into the offensive end. The clearing attempt gets blocked down, but Elliott Life now will dump it in, and he gets checked by Jeldon trying to get off the ice. And things have really starting to pick up here. Ryan Wadeen will come around to the far side. Axtell will send it around into the near side corner. Gordon trying to get in front of the net. Axtell with a shot. That one got blocked down by a skate. And now we'll have another penalty upcoming. It's going to be against the Rangers. So if Kieran Duffy can see that, they can try and get him off the ice. They will to get a 6-on-5 advantage, but it's going to be end up touched by Ike Johnson, and the Capitals will go back on the power play. It's going to be their third power play opportunity here in the second period. 5:47 left to go. Interference is a call on Ike Johnson. His second time he's been called for a penalty, so he's going to be very careful the rest of the way. One more penalty, he'll be done for the rest of the game. You only get those 3 minor penalties, or 3 penalties in total, before you are disqualified. 5:47, we got a face-off that was dropped before the referee was ready. Second came off the clock. They'll put it back on. 5:40 to go in the second period. Another power play here for the Capitals. Won by the Rangers. They'll clear it down. So that power play unit that was on the ice for 2 minutes plus, even after the power play expired, will go right back to work. Cleared down by the Rangers off the skate of Wadeen. They'll give it for Ambach. Now the Capitals will try and get things set up here. Bricks. Pass off of a couple of sticks. Davis couldn't get a pass over for Ambach, so now be wrapped around. Duffy, that one hopped over his stick, trying to push it against the boards. But Spencer Wadeen was the first one there for the Capitals. Here is Ambach. His pass gets intercepted by Jeldon, and then he's going to throw it all the way down. It's going to go off of the netting. Boy, that one, if that hits the glass, maybe it does a little bit different, but that one almost popped right back behind Duffy. That would have been an incredible way to score a goal, or a terrible way to let one in. So the face-off is at center ice. 5 minutes even to play here in the second period. 1:14 left on the power play. And now we will get a whistle, and maybe Briggs got in a little too early. Nobody's going to be tossed out of the face-off dot, I don't believe. Life against Jeldon. 1:13 left here on the power play. Face-off won by the Rangers. And they'll dump it all the way down. And Wadeen will be there to play it for the Capitals behind his own net. He'll carry it into the neutral zone. At the blue line, into the offensive zone. Wadeen with a tough shot, and that one goes off the blocker of Brecker, and it goes all the way back down. Duffy will come out of his net to play it, and he'll allow Ambach to just skate towards it and play it himself. 45 left on the power play. Davis lost the handle of the puck. Jeldon trying to get after it on Wadeen. Davis across ice. Ambach fans on the dump in. Davis again, his pass gets intercepted. And now here's Wadeen at his own blue line. He'll go for Ambach. Ambach in the neutral zone. Pass for Briggs. Off of his stick. He gets checked by Honkamp. And here is now Davis trying to get it for Briggs off of his skate. Couldn't kick it to him, his stick. And again, the Rangers will clear it away. 12 seconds left in the power play. Capitals lead 2-1. Cole Nelson as the power play will expire here in the next 5. Behind the Rangers net, Nelson making a skate. Back for Ambach. Lined up at the point. His shot. That one gets redirected wide. Nelson again at the point. His turnaround shot goes high over the head of Brecker. Off the glass, stays in play. And then thrown back in by the Capitals, but into the neutral zone. Now come the Rangers. 3:20 to go in the second period. 2-1 is our score. The Capitals got a power play goal on the 5-on-3 advantage. Wes Koenig, he'll chip it in for the Rangers. It is Kyan Paul that throws it back out, and he'll actually throw it down for a icing. And we get a whistle with 3:07 left here in the second period. 14 shots to 13 in favor of the Brookings Rangers. We've gotten 10 here in the period. The Capitals have only gotten 7 so far in the second period, but the Capitals have scored the only goal. It was Clay Ambach from Spencer Wadeen. On the near side boards, Cole Nelson behind his own net. He'll go the other way with it, trying to stop and turn things around as Talon Richter end up cutting him off. Puck is loose behind the nets. 5 different players will battle for it. Richter, a lot of contact from Ryan Wadeen. Now Gordon will push a man into the corner boards. Paul will kick it with his right skate, and Gordon fans on a clearing attempt. At the blue line, now it'll come out finally, and here comes Ryan Wadeen of the Oahe Capitals. Wadeen with a shot, and a glove save made by Brecker. He'll let it go for the Rangers to take possession, and they'll get it out of the zone. Isaac Polak on his backhand, couldn't clear it in. Polak, though, still with it. Still can't get it, dump it in. Nelson off the boards, goes down, it'll go on net, and Brecker will cover it up with 2:02 left to go here in the second period, as we'll get an offensive zone face-off for the Oahe Capitals. To the right of Cade Brecker. 14 shots apiece now. 2-1 is our score. The Capitals with the 1-goal lead. Ambach on the backhand. On the boards, rolled on the boards. Jaden Floor get to it first on the near side. His pass intended for Polak gets intercepted, and now here come the Rangers the other way. Ashton Whitty to the front of the net. Jelden with a shot and a save made by Duffy. Right in front of the doorstep. He was in clean, and Duffy made the save again. Dumped back in by the Rangers. They have to go back to tag up. They get back onside. And it goes off the stick of Davis. He'll go off for a change as it goes back into the Brookings end. Here come the Rangers the other way. Jelden, the right-handed stick. He'll fake with a shot. Save is made. A penalty is upcoming. Still loose. It'll come all the way around here to the near side. Delayed penalty on the Capitals with a shot. That one got redirected, and a good save made by Duffy. And a hook is called, and a power play is upcoming for the Rangers. Looking to tie things up with 1:07 left to go here in the second period. It's going to go against Spencer Wadeen. One of the penalty killers for the Capitals is in the penalty box. On the hook. Face-off will be to the left of Duffy. Rafe Briggs against Wes Koenig. Koenig wins the face-off. Koenig on the backhand, and a glove save made by Duffy. As Koenig had an opportunity, and Duffy was coming out of his net and was able to make the save. 1:03 left to go here in the second period. Quick power play unit change for Brookings. You don't usually see that 4 seconds into a power play. Face-off is won by the Rangers, but it then will be cleared out of the zone by Caden Davis. Final minute of this second period. There could be some carryover time. Would be about 53 seconds if the Rangers don't score in the next 45. And there's a shot off the side of the net. Might knock the water bottle off of the net Carter Merritt. Merritt gets it back. His shot, that one is blocked up at the blue line, unable to get it out with the Capitals. And here the Rangers again. Pass in front of the slot. Down Richter feint on any chance. Come back to the point. Alec Rice off the boards to himself. There's a shot that gets redirected and a save made by Duffy with 18.3 left as he covers for the whistle. Look at last night's game. If you go to the website at sdaha.org and look at the shots on goal for the Lakers compared to the Capitals, and boy, the Capitals really outshot the Lakers, especially through 2 periods. And Duffy had given up 2 goals and 4 shots in that first period. There's a shot that a save made off the pads of Duffy with 7 seconds to go. Duffy's done a much better job. The quality of chances that Brookings is getting compared to Watertown is a lot less. Final second will run off as the Rangers won't get a shot away. 19-4, the Rangers outshoot the Capitals 15-8 in the second period, but the lone goal is Clay Ombach, making it 2-1 as he went 5-on-3 power play goal as they lead 2-1 heading into the third period. 53 seconds are left on the power play for the Brookings Rangers heading into the third. We'll have that second intermission report for you after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. Oh boy.
Great health care starts near home with Brookings Health System. Not only do local physicians and care providers offer the convenience of care close to home, saving you time and money, you'll also receive high-quality care from Brookings Hospital, rated in the top 20 nationwide for community hospitals. Great health care starts near home. Brookings Health System.
I know I won't. Dang it. Have 50 seconds left on the disadvantage on their penalty kill as the Rangers will have possession and the neutral zone. We're underway here in the third period. It is Jeldon as he will let two different players, teammates, go right past it. He'll keep possession. Chris Schultz will clear it out of the zone. Down to 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Just about 30 seconds in here in the third period. 2-1 is our score. Capitals lead by 1. Into the offensive zone. A shot off the pipe, and it comes back and goes in. Fortnum got the first shot, and I think it went off of Chris Schultz, and it going back into the nets. And 34 seconds into the third period, the Rangers have tied the game up on their second power play goal. The Capitals were so close to finishing out the power play, getting that penalty killed. And an unfortunate bounce. It went from a fortunate bounce for the Capitals to an unfortunate bounce. And we're tied at 2. Power play goal. Fortnum gets the goal. As that's going to be in Whitty gets the 2 assists. So we are squared back at 2, just like we were at the end of the first period and at the start of the game. We're all tied up. 2-2. Kyle Paul will keep it in the offensive zone. As here on the near side, Rafe Briggs on the back end. Wadeen will get it for Life. Life will try and cut to the front of the net. He scores! Elliott Life puts it in, his second of the game. Sneaking it between the legs of Kate Recker, and it's now 3-2. And 30 seconds after the Capitals, or excuse me, 30 seconds after the Rangers score to tie it up, the Capitals come back and reclaim the lead, 3-2. With 15:41 left here in the third period. The Rangers again will have to try and tie things up. It's been 1-0, 2-1, and 3-2, all in favor of the Capitals. Spencer Wadeen will get the assist just like they did 9 seconds in the first period. Wadeen to Elliott Life. Wadeen will backhand it in the zone. Delayed offside. Capitals will tag back up. They come here on the near side. Davis with a shot that gets off the skate of Ike Johnson. Go for a skate behind his own net. The Rangers will clear it out, and now here comes Jeldon. Jaden Florer with a good stick. Off the boards and down in the offensive end for the Capitals. Ike Johnson to it first for the Rangers. Here's Ashton Whitty on the far side. Pollock will hound him. Whitty on the back end will dump it in. It'll come right to Cole Nelson. His pass goes off the skate, delayed offside, so the Capitals are able to clear the zone before the Rangers are able to tag back up. Pollock will send it in. Davis will chase after it. Charles Marshall up the boards for Whitty. Cross ice, that goes off the glass. It goes over the bench, off the glass, and it goes out of play. A little bit higher, that would have been right up in the stands, right below us here. 14:33 left to go here in the third period. 3-2 is our score. 15 shots on net for the Capitals, 20 for the Rangers. The first shot for each team in this third period has found the back of the net. And the only shots for both these teams so far in this third period. In the neutral zone, the Rangers off the board, past the blue line. Chris Schultz will take it for the Capitals. Cole Nelson off of Ryan Wadeen. He'll dump it in on the back end. And then Andy Gordon will go after it. Marshall will get to it first. He'll go off the boards and up for Town Richter. Richter on the pass. That one off the stick of Nelson. It'll come to the Rangers anyway. Carter Merritt was the intended target of that pass. He'll get to it first. Fights off the check from Schultz. Merritt back to the blue line. Held in by Marshall. He'll step up towards that face-off down the left side. And then Nelson will drop his stick so he doesn't get called for the hook. And it'll come back to Nelson, and he'll back in, flip it out of the zone. And at the blue line, he'll be knocked down by Alec Rice. Pass for Marshall. He'll go back to his defensive partner, Rice. Goes off of his stick. He'll backhand it behind the net. And the Rangers are going backwards right now, trying to get their offense set back up. Play Ombach in the neutral zone after it went off the stick of the Rangers. Backhanded by Wadine in the zone for Rafe Briggs. Briggs will circle one around his body, trying to get it over for life. And went behind him. Ombach stepped up on a check on Wes Koenig. Allowed the puck to come free for Wadine to take. Here's Rafe Briggs in the neutral zone again for the Capitals. A good pass and a good entry. Never mind, it was not a good entry, as the Capitals are offside with 13:04 left to go. Looked like it was going to be a good entry. I think one of the Capitals on the near side, as the pass was on the far side, was offside. And that got us the whistle. Wadine on the face-off. As it's won, though, by Bortnum, the goal scorer here in the third period. Glove down by Ombach. Rangers will play it first, so no hand pass will be called. And it's tied up on the boards on the far side. The Rangers will get it free and push it in the offensive zone. Here on the near side, wrapped around the boards, off of Briggs' stick. Jeldon couldn't get the pass over for Whitty, and we couldn't get it back to him. And then Briggs loses an edge. Whitty will get checked by Ombach. And then a shot, and an offside is called. One of the Rangers players got checked after the whistle, but it was all in the terms of the play and just got blown down on an offside call. So we get a whistle with 12:36 left to go here in the third period. Dean Kurtenbach against Andrew Axtell on the face-off. And it's won by the Rangers, and they go right into the offensive end. Ryan Paul will take it behind the zone net. Off the boards at the forehand, but held in by Ike Johnson. Johnson will chip in, and it will be played on the far side. Again, Ryan Paul will come over the near side, behind the net, trying to get a wraparound shot attempt. He'll come loose in front, and Duffy will dive out of his net to tie it up and get a whistle. Talon Richter, he went down, lost his stick, but will not get any kind of a cause. We'll have a wholesale line change upcoming from the Rangers. Everybody stayed on the ice for the Capitals. 12:04 left, face-off, Ashton Grease will win it. When it comes back to the blue line, a shot gets blocked in front and goes just wide of Duffy on the glove side, but held in the zone by the Rangers. Jeldon behind the net for the Capitals. He'll come in front. They'll be loose behind the net and back to the blue line. Rice, his shot off the glove. Jeldon with the backhand, comes in front, shoots and scores, and Brookings has tied the game up with 11:41 left to go here in the third period. Rebound came loose in front, and the putback, it's going to, not really sure who actually scored that goal. If it was Charles Marshall that came in for it. Wait for the official word. Jeldon had that first opportunity. But we are tied up at 3 here with 11:41 left to go. On the face-off, it was Jeldon that got the goal. The assist will go for Whitty, and the only assist. Rafe Briggs lost the handle of the stick, but it'll come right back on side. There's a shot from Life, and an easy glove save there for Brecker. And we get a whistle with 11:17 to go. So the Capitals have led 1-0, 2-1, and 3-2, and the Rangers have had an answer for all three of their goals, and we're tied up at 3-3 as Hershoff, Sportman, and Jeldon have been the three goal scorers for the Rangers. Life has got the first and third goal for the Capitals, along with Clay Ombach, who kicks that puck, trying to keep it in the zone, but it'll come out for Wes Koenig to play, but Ombach with a good back check will play it here for the Capitals. It'll go off the glass, goes down, and it's going to be an icing with 11 minutes to go. And we'll get a face-off to the right of Duffy. Duffy made that initial save, but it came loose in front, didn't cleanly grab it with the glove. And then Jeldon was able to push the rebound on the forehand back in the back of the net and tie the game up at 3. Whitty got the lone assist on that. Mike Johnson off the face-off win, off the boards. And then Ambach was trying to get out of the zone and ends up hitting the linesman. Stays in the zone before it gets flipped high out to center ice. Spencer Wadeen, the captain, with Briggs straddling the blue line to stay onside. Pass for Briggs off of his stick. He couldn't get himself turned back around to grab it after it stayed on the ice and didn't go along with Briggs like he was wanting it to. Dumped in by the Capitals. Sprecher will tee it up, and it'll be played here for Ike Johnson. And so he'll go back to his defensive partner. I don't think he was really ready for it. That was Trenton Peterson. Now a shot at the blue line, goes well wide, maybe a cross-corner dump in. Jeldon gets checked by Ambach. And now here comes the Capitals the other way. Adam Ankrum. He'll dump it in off the skate of Whitty. He'll chase after it. 2 Capitals behind the net, but the Rangers, though, were the first one to get to it. And here's Ashton Whitty on the far side boards. He'll carry in the offensive end. Whitty for a pass for Jeldon. High slot shot, and that one got blocked down. It'll come back for Whitty. Go behind to the near side boards in the corner, and it'll be cleared out of the way by the Capitals. And they'll get a change on the fly. 9:40 to go here in the third period. We're tied up 3-3. Cole Nelson will be the first one to get to it for the Capitals after Jeldon got a stick on it to eliminate icing. Cleared out to this neutral zone and he's got flipped high off the linesman again. That one goes high off the glass, stays in play. Whitty will carry it in. Chris Schultz looking to knock down Whitty. I think Whitty just lost an edge. The puck comes free, goes out in front, and it went off the stick of Duffy, and he's able to get a glove on it to get a whistle with 9:16 left. 23-16 in favor of shots here for the Brookings Rangers. The Capitals are not used to seeing themselves being outshot in a game. I think so they have yet. Only 16 shots here for the Caps with 9:15 to go. Off the face-off. Controlled by the Rangers. Off the boards of the blue line. There's a shot by Honkamp. Save was made by Duffy. And running into the shoulder of Nelson was Talon Richter. Nelson, maybe a little bit of a move there at the end. So maybe brace for the hit, but Richter runs into him. He gets knocked down, but no call from the officials. Off the face-off, skips over the stick of Honkamp. Davis was trying to get over to it at the blue line. It would be onside. The Capitals, though, were able to tag back up anyway. Davis goes down as he maybe took an errant stick or maybe also blew a tire. And Davis now with the neutral zone, he'll throw it back in. And Isaac Pollock will chase after it behind the net. Pollock will get to it first, trying to come out in front. He did, but nobody there for the Capitals. Kyan Paul, he'll keep it in the zone. Off the stick of Spencer Wadeen. Wrapped around the boards to the far side, but Cole Nelson's able to keep it in. A shot gets blocked down. Wadeen will get to it over the near side boards. Wadeen with a pass off the stick of Nelson. Had a good chance for an opportunity for Nelson to get a shot away. Jaden Floor was staying in front of the net. Nelson couldn't get a pass over to him. Now here's Nelson again. Nelson on the back end. That one got blocked down and it goes up and in. But the referees are waving it off. They're going to say no goal. I believe they're going to say it was played by a high stick. I believe Jaden Floor got it. And they're going to say that it was played by a high stick for the moment. All 4 referees are going to talk about it. And I believe they're probably going to stick with their call with the referee that was nearest to the play. They're going to say it was played by a high stick. So there is no goal. And the face-off is going to go all the way down the other end and be to the left side of Duffy. So Jaden Floor got the goal, but he played it above the crossbar, above the shoulders. And the goal's waved off. So we play on at 3-3. Near side corner off the face-off. Rafe Briggs controls it. He'll go skate behind his net instead of taking it in front of the slot. Now here's Elliott Life along with Spencer Wadeen. 2-on-3 the other way. Life on the pass back for Wadeen. He wasn't ready for it. Didn't have the stick on the ice. And then it's flipped up and it'll go out of play. And we'll see if maybe the fan gets to keep that puck for the rest of the game. Get a new puck thrown back in. 7:53 left to go. here in the third period. We are halfway through this third period, and we are tied up at 3 apiece. West Canaan couldn't get the pass off the face-off win for the Brookings Rangers. That one's up high. That one's going to go off the ceiling. Otherwise, that would have gone all the way to the back wall. And we get a whistle with 7:43 left to go. The face-off will stay in the neutral zone, far side near the Capitals blue line. 24 shots in favor, 24 and 16 in shots in favor of the Brookings Rangers. Rafe Briggs with the steal. He'll backhand it in and chase after it himself. The Rangers, though, will get it out of the end as they go to the near side boards. Here's Schultz for Briggs in the neutral zone. Here's Elliott Life, one-on-one. Life trying to get into his forehand. Come back for Briggs, but he bounced off of his skate. Couldn't get a clean shot away. And now on the near side, off the glass, they'll come out of the zone momentarily. Wadeen actually kept it in the zone. Looked like he was all but out of the zone, but the referees deemed it onside. The Rangers, though, will get it out. Ambach trying to step up into a man in Hershoff, and Hershoff was the man that went down instead of Ambach was the man that went down instead of Hershoff. Rangers will dump it in. On the quick change here for Brookings on the fly, it'll be out to center ice for Andy Gordon. Gordon will step around and check from Hancock. He did just enough to knock it off the stick of Gordon. And now the other way comes Bortman. At the red line at center ice. Two guys meet each other between the Rangers and the Capitals. Ambach was one of those two guys as he'll go off for a change. Ryan Wadeen with it. His shot gets blocked down by Bortman. And here is Ryan Wadeen again with it. Out of the corner behind the net. They'll be wrapped around the far side corner. Off the referee, so it stays onside. Gordon with a shot, he scores! Andy Gordon makes it 4-3 with 6:07 left to go. Here's the third period. It goes off the referee, stays onside, and Gordon picks it up. And from the right face-off dot, he ends up beating the Ranger goaltender, Brecker, and makes it 4-3. And so for the fourth time here in this third period, or in this game, the Capitals have taken a 1-goal lead. Andy Gordon, his second goal of the season to make it 4-3. As the referee was still talking with the scores table to report that last goal, the Capitals will get it on the offensive end. Briggs with a backhand shot. It'll be Spencer Wadeen here on the near side. Unassisted goal for Andrew Gordon. A shot gets blocked from Kai and Paul. It'll come back to center ice. 5:45 to go here in the third period. The Capitals lead once again 4-3. The Rangers have not led in this game, but they've been able to tie it up every single time it's been a 1-goal hockey game. Here is Elliott Life. He will dump it in on the backhand. Rafe Briggs will get to it first. Come out in front, Life in the slots. Couldn't get a shot away, and then Brecker was able to cover it up with the glove. And we get a whistle with 5:20 left here in this third period. What a hockey game this has been. My goodness. These two teams want to play some pretty good hockey. 4-3 is our score, 5:20 left the third period. All the time, every time that these two teams meet, regular season, state tournament, always gearing up for a great game. Comes in front, Jaden Floor with a shot and a save made by Brecker. That will come back, and Brecker will quickly glove that, pull it to himself, and wait for the whistle. 5:10 left. So the Capitals have gotten 5 shots here in this third period. They've gotten 2 goals. Elliott Life and Andy Gordon. Charles Marshall on the face-off win for the Rangers. It'll be here to the near side. Isaac Pollock will run the man off, Jeldon off the puck, and Jaden Floor will carry in the offensive end. Floor the goal last night. His pass looking for Pollock in the slot off of a skate. And the Rangers will get out of the zone. Jeldon will chip and chase, but cleared back out by the Capitals. Waiting for everybody to tag back up. A blind pass from Whitty turns it over for Cole Nelson. Nelson will dump it off the boards. He'll go back to his defensive position as Alec Rice will get up the ice off of, looking for Whitty, off of the stick of Spencer Wadeen. Nelson hard around the boards to get it out of the zone. It will not go far enough for an icing as Jamison Honkamp will pick it up in his own end. 4.5 to go, under 4.5 to go here in this third period. Jeldon's pass off the skates of Wadeen. Merritt, he fights off a check. He still has it in the offensive end. He'll back in and try to get into the corner. Clay Ambach will flip it up. It's going to stay in play. And then a hand pass is going to be called. And with 4:02 left to go here in this third period. And then Carter Merritt with a shot attempt that got blocked down well after the whistle. And the Capitals fans will yell but don't call. 4-3 is their score. 4:02 left to go here in this third period. Wadeen against Merritt. Face-off was won by Merritt. Wadeen, though, off of a dump-in was blocked off of him. He will get it over for life to dump and chase after it. Honkamp for the Rangers. Off the boards, and he gets knocked down. Penalty is upcoming to the Capitals, so the Rangers now will have a power play with 3:45 left to go. Excuse me, that was Wes Koenig that got knocked down. And so Ambach is going to go to the penalty box for 2. Nope. Wadeen's going to go to the penalty box for 2. So again, the top penalty killer is off the ice. Didn't see what the call actually was. Koenig took a big check from Wadeen. And Wadeen will serve 2 or less. 3:45 left to go here in this third period. Third power play opportunity for the Brookings Rangers. They're 2 for 2 so far here. Face-off is going to be here on the near side by the Capitals blue line in the neutral zone. Wadeen in the penalty box with 3:45 left to go. On the face-off at the blue line, will be pushed out by the Capitals. There's going to be an interference call on Wadeen. Rafe Briggs, shorthanded, will carry in the offensive end. He'll circle around, try to get a pass over for Ambach. He will get it after it went off of a stick by Jeldon. He'll pass it through the slot, and then it'll come all the way out. I believe Jeldon was trying to get a check on Ambach, missed it, and might have hurt himself a little bit. He had his glove on his chest, but he'll carry the offensive end, looking for an offside call. Then Jeldon will then be pushed away, and things are getting pretty chippy here late in this game. Jeldon took another push after the save was made by Duffy, or at least covered the puck with 3:05 left. The Capitals bench were hollering for an offside call that they didn't get. And an extra push at the end. 3:05 left, 1:21 left on the power play. Alec Rice with it. He'll hesitate. His shot gets blocked. That actually went off of his own man in town, Richter. And the Capitals will clear it down. So you're trying to do this first penalty kill, or kill your first penalty without your top penalty killer in Spencer Wadeen, who's in the penalty box. Clay Ambach in his own end. He'll backhand flip it out of the zone. Life took a big swing at it, trying to knock it farther deep. But Alec Rice was there for it for the Rangers. That'll be off the stick of Hershaw. He'll come around. Cole Nelson behind his own net. Will play it and clear it out again. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Rangers still have plenty of time trying to tie this back up again. It'll be the 4th time they would tie the game up here if they can score with the next 2:15. Here's Hershaw. He scored the first goal. That pass was looking for Richter, but Richter had fallen down, so it'll be cleared away by the Capitals again. 20 seconds left on the power play. With 2 minutes to go here in the third period. We'll see how long Brecker stays in net. To try and get an extra attacker in here. Briggs gets knocked down. Ike Johnson will carry it along for the Rangers. Ambach will push Johnson off the puck, but Johnson will get to it first. 2 seconds and 1 on the power play. The Capitals will kill off their first penalty here this afternoon. Nelson sends it down. It's going to go down for off of Brecker, and he's going to cover it up. So that was a great play by Cole Nelson. who was just icing the puck, but it's going to be an offensive zone face-off now for the Capitals as it went on net. Wadine came out of the penalty box, so Brecker couldn't play it for his own man, and he had to cover it up. 1:38 left to go here in the third period. So in the last 98 seconds, we'll see how long Brecker stays in net, down by 1. Wadine will take the face-off against Bortnam. Won by the Rangers. Rice off the boards. Will be stayed in by the Capitals. Kleambach with a good pinch. Wadine will keep it in. Push farther back deep. 1:20 to go. Last 80 seconds here in regulation. Capitals lead 4-3. We'll wait to see if Brecker gets pulled off for an extra attacker. Here comes Jeldon. Jeldon will carry it in. His shot off the glove of Duffy and goes high off the glass. Brecker is standing a little bit farther out of the crease, so back up as now Isaac Polak will dump it in. Final minute here, the third period. Capitals lead by 1, looking for their third win of the season. Brookings trying to not go 0-2 this weekend for their first 2 losses of the year. Davis is in the slot, but Polak couldn't get the pass over to him. They'll go off the boards, off the glass, out of the zone, and then back in by the Capitals. 40 seconds to go. The Rangers have got to get into the attack again. Here comes Jeldon. He will bring it in. Brecker's going off for the extra attacker, so we have an empty net here for the Rangers. And here comes a shot from Whitty. He scores with 29.2 to go. Ashton Whitty was open in front, and he scores, and the Capitals did not close it out on the Rangers. As the Rangers have now scored 4 times, all 4 of their goals have tied the game back up. Ashton Whitty, his first of the game. And for Whitty, that's also his 8th goal of the season. With 29.2 left to go. Even strength goal for the Rangers. And we're tied up at 4 apiece with 27 seconds to go. Wadine will go off the boards, trying to get over for Briggs. Stayed in by the Capitals. Cole Nelson was able to keep it in. 17 seconds left to go. Jeldon gets the lone assist. Down to 10 seconds. Capitals, a pass comes out in front with a slot. Kleambach will keep it in. 4 seconds to go. That one will go into the corners. Pass coming in front, and we are going to go to overtime. 4-4 is our score as we head to overtime. 26 shots for the Rangers. 20 for the Capitals. The Capitals will have their second overtime game this season. They lost in overtime to the Huron All-Stars 5-4. And we will have 5 minutes before the third period, or before the overtime period begins. So we'll step aside and we will come back with overtime. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. 5-4 to the Huron All-Stars, and we are sitting at 4-4. 10 minutes will be the time that we have on the clock once we get to the start of overtime. And if we have no score, it will end in a tie. So there will be no long change. They don't switch ends. It'll still be the Capitals going from right to left and the Rangers going from left to right on your dial, just like it was in the third period. Still 5 aside. Just it's not the same as NHL. We play 5 aside, and we'll see if we get a winner here in the next 10 minutes. Rangers scored 4 goals, all while being down by 1 goal. They trailed 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, and 4-3, and they've scored every single time to tie things back up. And for the Capitals fans, you're hoping that trend stays the way it is. As if that would be the case, the Capitals will win 5-4, if not just end up in a tie. Wadeen will take the face-off against Carter Merritt. 10 minutes are on the clock. We are set for overtime here this Sunday afternoon for the Brookings Larson Ice Center. No icing is called on the dump in by the Capitals. Clay Ombach will keep it in the zone. It'll be redirected, and then a high stick it's going to be off of Wadeen on a high stick, so the face-off will go all the way down to the other end. And saw that goal disallowed from Jaden Floor in that third period. Brecker had not made it off the ice yet whenever the goal was scored by Ashton Whitty to make it 4-4, so it wasn't a 6-on-5 advantage when the Rangers tied the game up. Charles Marshall goes off the glass, and that'll then end up going over the glass and out of play. 9:33 left to go here in overtime. 4-4 is our score. Wadeen against Merritt, looking like we were 27 seconds ago in the opening face-off of overtime. This one was won by the Rangers this time. Wadeen, though, will get control of it. He'll go back to Ombach. His pass gets blocked down by Wes Koenig. That might have got him in the boot. It did get him in the boot. It might have stung him a little bit. He'll go off for a change, as Wadeen will have it in his own end. His pass also got blocked, but he's able to get a second chance to get over to Ombach, and he'll lay it back for Wadeen. Here's Spencer Wadeen. He'll carry in the offensive zone. Elliott Lightfoot wide on the shot, and that one gets blocked out. Man is down, and now Brookings will touch it, and we will get a whistle. And giving all his effort to block that one. Don't know what number that is, but that's a heck of an effort. I think it got him in the knee, or on the inside of the knee, and that is where there's some padding, but not a whole lot. Most of the time you're going to get probably not much of any padding, and that's going to really hurt, as Life wound up for that slap shot. And again, don't know what number that is that blocked that shot, as they are attending to him over on the ice, and believe they're going to try and get him up. And then that's Ashton Whitty, the guy that scored the tying goal. So he'll be helped off the ice, and he'll get a pat from everybody on the way through to the bench, as that's a big-time block by Ashton Whitty to keep this game tied up at 4 apiece. 9 minutes to go here in overtime, as they give a pat on the back, on the head, and take a seat, and they'll continue to look at him. And hopefully it's just nothing but a little bit of a stinger. 26 shots for the Rangers, 21 for the Capitals. They've got the lone shot so far here in overtime. Face-off is going to be won by the Rangers. They're going to get out of the zone. Ombach trying to get over to it for Gelman. He's going to take a penalty, and so the Rangers are now going to get a power play with 8:49 left to go in overtime, and Clay Ombach is going to take a 2-minute penalty of interference. That's his first penalty. Spencer Wadeen with 2 penalties. So he's going to be careful. Ike Johnson also with 2 penalties. 8:49 left, and on their 4th power play of the game for the Brookings Rangers. They're 2 for 3 so far. Ambach will look for his team to try and get him back out on the ice. Cole Nelson, that'll go off the boards and down. It'll be played by Logan Bortnam. It'll be now Kane Kurtenbach up for Wes Koenig. Koenig will lay it back for Jeldon. Jeldon's pass for Ike Johnson. That goes off of his stick, but keeps it in the zone. Bortnam again. He gets pushed by Cole Nelson. It'll be wrapped around. Koenig couldn't get over to that puck. Wes Koenig probably missing on this power play unit here. Wadeen on the ice this time for the penalty kill. And he was able to get the puck and clear it down himself with 1:14 left on the power play. Here comes Maxwell Jeldon again. He'll carry the offensive zone. He'll get around Nelson. A shot and a save made by Duffy as he closed that arm up to keep this game tied 4-4 and continue this game for at least another shot attempt. Jeldon's had a lot of good chances. He didn't tie it up at 3-3. He does have 1 goal. 9 goals on the season for Jeldon, who coming into this weekend was the only guy with double-digit points. And a timeout, I believe, is going to be called. It's going to be called by Brookings. And good news is that Ashton Whitty is standing up on the bench and looking like he's able to walk a little bit better. And he might just go out for a little bit of skate to see how that feels. And that's exactly what he's going to do, trying to shake off the cobwebs. 27-21, shots in favor of Brookings. Looking to the coach to see if he can go or not. Kieran Duffy has made 23 saves in net. Recker's made 17 saves in net for the Brookings Rangers. Ambach still in the penalty box for another 1:05. Timeout. After the timeout, the face-off is going to be to the left of Duffy in the offensive zone for the Brookings Rangers. Elliot Life's got 2 goals. Andy Gordon's got a goal. And Clay Ambach has a goal for the Oahe Capitals. Hershoff, Bortnam, Jeldon, and Whitty have the 4 goals for the Brookings Rangers. So here comes the face-off. Whitty is back out there on the power play. Face-off to the left of Duffy. Controlled out in front, and a big check there by Cole Nelson to keep this game tied up. Now here comes Isaac Pollock on shorthanded, trying to get around Ike Johnson. He'll come to the near side corner, and Ashton Whitty will take it. And Ashton Whitty, he'll go for a skate in his own zone. 43 to go. Isaac Pollock was all over him, not allowing him to make a play. Off the skates of Pollock, it'll come now for Bortnam, as then jumping over Cole Nelson had to be Elliot Life. He's a little slow to get up. And now here's Isaac Pollock. Pollock, if he get it in front of him, he can have a breakaway, but he's not going to get to it in time as he got it on the backhand and went just too far away, though. There's a big chance that's missed for the Capitals. Here comes now the other way for the Brookings Rangers. Wes Koenig behind the net. Jeldon will try and spin off the check from Nelson. Briggs will get out of the zone, and that will end the penalty for Clay Ambach, and he will step out of the ice. He'll stay on the ice right now for the Capitals. He'll come in the offensive end. Nelson will chase after it to the far side corner. He'll pass it over for Clay Ambach. Ambach will go up off the boards, looking for Wadeen. Instead, misses him, and the Rangers now in the offensive end, Wes Koenig. Ambach will step up, take the puck away from Koenig. Cole Nelson now across over for Briggs. It's going to end up going into the bench and out of play. 6:20 to go here in this overtime period. Capitals and Rangers are tied 4-4. And I believe now the Capitals will take their timeout. They're going to try and keep that same unit out there. Well, they do have most of that same unit out. And we'll try and get a quick minute break before they all stay back out there again. So Coach Steele, a little bit of a rest. Not much of anything on the drawing board, as this has been one heck of a game between these two teams. Of course, they will meet again at the Expo Center later on this season. I can't wait for that opportunity to watch these two teams play again. So the Rangers and Capitals both have earned a point here this afternoon. And unless we see a goal here the next, however much time is left, I don't remember how much time is left as they got the clock running down here with 10 seconds on the timeout. If we don't see a goal, both teams will just get that 1 point. We'll end in a tie. And what won't be the first tie in the 6:20 is left on the game clock. It won't be the first time we've seen this season in the league, as Watertown had a tie earlier this season. Face off to the right of Duffy, be won by the Rangers. There's a shot and a pad save made by Duffy. Briggs will get knocked down by Hershoff. Pass intended for Briggs, misses him, goes down for an icing, and we get another whistle. 6:05 left to go here in overtime. Last year, the Capitals, they tied the Sioux Falls Flyers in overtime. They beat the Aberdeen Cougars in overtime, and they lost to Sioux Falls and Watertown in overtime. Here comes Jeldon. He'll try a wraparound attempt, and then the net comes off his moorings as Cole Nelson went diving after it. I think he might have got more of the puck than the goalpost, but either way, they kept the puck out of the net. And we get a whistle and a face-off now will be to the right of Duffy. 5:59 to go. Face-off pushed by Wadine, and now Clay Ombach will take it. He'll try and throw it for Briggs, and it misses Briggs again, and it'll go down for another icing. So we get another whistle with 5:53 to go. 28 shots for the Rangers, 21 so far for the Capitals. So it's been 2-1 here in overtime for these two teams in favor of Brookings. As we nearing the halfway point of overtime, face-off will be controlled by Clay Ombach by the Capitals. He'll skate to center ice and in the offensive end. Ombach to his backhand. He'll try and get it out towards the slot. Comes in front, goes all the way through the slot, comes back out for Nelson out of the point. His shot goes wide of Brecker. Wadine over here on the near side. Wadine, he's got poked away by Jeldon. He'll come out of the zone. And Wadine, the red line, will throw it back in on net. And a good save made by Brecker. That one hopped right in front of him on the pads. He made a pad save there. Going back in by Ombach, he's able to keep it in the offensive zone. Capitals will go for a change in their offensive end. Briggs is going to, as he's tiring out, Caden Davis trying to chase after it. Bad pass from the Rangers, but now here they come anyway. It's going to be 1-on-2. A shot, that one goes wide, blocked by Cole Nelson. Here comes wrapped around Logan Bortnum. Bortnum is a pass. High slot with a shot by Johnson that got blocked. It comes in front, backhander towards the net by Les Koenig, got blocked away. At the blue line, held in by Johnson. Now pushed out, and the Capitals have a chance for a partial 2-on-2. As it is Pollock with a shot, and a good save made by Brecker as he stood tall. And that one comes in front, still loose, and he'll come back the other way. And now the Rangers 3-on-2 here in overtime with 4:25 to go. Les Koenig, that pass misses him. Jaden Floor will get to it for the Capitals. And now Pollock again here for Oahe. Isaac Pollock will dump it in on net, made by Brecker, and it'll be the Brookings Rangers that will play with it. Wadine, he'll step back in as he comes back on the ice. As the Capitals will get their top unit back out. Rafe Briggs trying to defend against Hershoff. It'll come in front in the offensive zone. Connor Merritt will try and set up shop in front of the slot. He gets knocked down. The puck came loose in front of the slot and then cleared away by the Capitals. Alec Rice with it. His pass misses two different Rangers players, and now Cole Nelson. Nelson pass for Wadine. On the backhand, throws it through the middle of the ice and intercepted by Richter. Nelson will recover it for the Capitals. Wadine hard off the boards, misses the stick of Rafe Briggs. And now the Rangers off the boards in their own end and out. Here comes Jeldon. Jeldon with some space. He'll get loose in front and a good stick by Chris Schultz. Jeldon got to it first, so lay it there. He'll come back for Jeldon with a shot. That one gets blocked by Schultz again. And now here comes Chris Schultz. He couldn't carry it out of his own end. Jeldon, diving play by Nelson. Still loose in front. Jeldon shoots and he scores. And the Brookings Rangers win it in overtime. 2:56 was left. And Jeldon got loose in front. He shoots and scores. And the Rangers, who trailed 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, and 4-3, will end up winning 5-4 in overtime. And the Capitals will get 1 point out of the weekend, out of the possible 4, as they are now 2-1, 0-2. Max Jeldon will get his second of the game. Unassisted goals, and the Capitals fall 5-4 here tonight, this afternoon, for the Brookings Rangers in overtime. Big point against one of the best teams in the league, but the Capitals will have their missed opportunities as they went 1 for 4 in the power play. The Rangers went 2 for 4, and they couldn't close out the Rangers as a Whitty scored with 27 seconds left to tie it up, and with 2:56 left, Maxwell Jeldon picked up the game winner to beat the Hawaii Capitals 5-4 here this afternoon. The second time that the Capitals have fallen in overtime this year by the score of 5-4, and the third time in a row that the Capitals have been defeated in a row. So 2-1, 0-2 now are the Hawaii Capitals as they will return home to face off against the Huron All-Stars. That will be next week Friday. There's coming Friday. Listen to the game on Capital City Rock, capitalcityrock.com. 7:40 will be the time for the pregame. And then it will be a 6 o'clock puck drop on Saturday as they will take on the Aberdeen Cougars. 5:40 for the pregame for that one. That is if things stay on schedule. So that will wrap things up for us here this afternoon from Larson Ice Center. The Capitals fall 5-4 in overtime. Goals were by Elliott Life, Clay Ombach, Life again, Gordon. Those 4 goal scorers for the Capitals, 3 goal scorers and 4 goals. And then it was Hershoff, Bortnam, Jeldon, Whitty, and then Jeldon again to end the night here for the Brookings Rangers as they win 5-4 over the Hawaii Capitals. 2-1, 0-2 are the Capitals. They return against Huron on Friday as we think Brian Warren back at the station.